I won not one, not two, but 6 books on Goodreads. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sheldita. And yes, you heard it right. I won 6 books on Goodreads. If you didn't know, Goodreads do giveaways every single day. They have multiple books that they give away of all different genres. Geez. I am wrinkled. I enter the books that pique my interest. So that's usually mystery, thriller, romance. I have entered in some fantasy giveaways, some lit fics. Oh, that's within my realm though. Other ones, sci-fi, whatever. I've entered some that I feel like I would like the books. So here's the ones I've read. Not read. I haven't read not a single one. Here's the ones I've gotten so far. There's one still currently on its way. So I have 5 of them here with me. The first one I received was Murder at the Gull's Nest by Jess Kidd. This one is actually an arc, so it's not out yet. It just come out April 8th. I have started reading this one. So it's about a nun who goes to like this, I guess like inn kind of thing where one of her friends used to stay there, but then she just randomly went missing. But she is going there to try to figure out what it happened to her friend, but she's not letting anybody know that there was any connection between the two. So I'm only on chapter 4, which is like 53 pages in. I stopped it because I was like, I don't know if I'm like into it that much. Now there's the thing I don't want to say I don't like about this book, but the thing about it is that it's written too well, if that makes sense. It's almost written like a dissertation, like an essay for college. Like it's written too well. I don't know how else to say it. It really does feel like I'm reading somebody's dissertation. And I was like, yeah, like, I don't know. I want my stories to sound like stories and not like essays so much. And so I kind of put it down for now, and I'm going to pick it back up next month on my birthday month and continue it so I could do a full review on it. Now, Goodreads does not require you to do any reviews or any purchases for these giveaways. They just ask that if you do read it, then you do a review. I think they would prefer you do the review. Sorry, I got distracted by my desk. What is that? But I think they would prefer you do a review, but it is not required. But since it is an arc, I do want to review it for the author. And so, yeah, this one was the first one. So that's another thing. It's like a special place, right? When I got the package, I actually forgot about the whole giveaway. Actually, not forgot. I just didn't check my email, so I didn't even know I won at the time. And then I got a package from Simon & Schuster, and I was like, Simon & Schuster, that sounds familiar, but I don't really know. And I had to leave to pick my daughter up, so I wasn't paying attention. So I was like, I feel like that's a publishing company, but I can't remember. And I was like, for some reason, I'm having a brain fart. But when I got home, opened it, I was like, oh, yeah, sure enough, it is. And it was a book. So this was my first book. I did start reading it, but I'll continue reading it next month. I promise, and I keep my promises. Let's go to the second book I actually received. Now, the second book I received, I was so excited for this one. Now, this isn't in my typical genre. It is a fantasy, and that is Tales of Witches and Wyverns by S. Ramsey. I was excited because this one came with a note from the author, and it was signed. I've never had a book signed by the author ever. That's very sad, but I was so excited. I was screaming. My husband was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And so I was like, it's signed. So I was so excited about this one. I don't really know what it's about. I actually don't even remember like signing up for this one, to be honest, but I believe it is by an indie author because it came packaged from the author herself. It says, 16-year-old Enid has been cursed with the label of witch's daughter since she was a young girl, but she never imagined that her best friend Dylan would be the one to pay the price. When Dylan is kidnapped by the malevolent Onsley, Queen Meligant, who believes he is the key to a dark destiny, Enid must travel to the treacherous world of Avalon, a realm of legend, mystery, and intrigue to rescue him. Armed by Merlin with enchanted objects from the King Arthur's legendary treasure and accompanied by 2 distracting princes full of secrets, Enid must defeat Queen Magalet or risk the destruction of everything she loves. Take an unforgettable journey with Enid and Dylan in the exciting Portal Fantasy Adventure series. And there is some dragons on the bag. Anywho, so yeah, I was excited. I sent a picture to my sisters, screaming, and my sister was like, this is a book I would read. And I was like, I think it absolutely is a book that you would read and you should read it. And also the author sent a free audiobook with it, which was very exciting. So I'm gonna read this one next month as well. I think, don't quote me on that one. That I'm not gonna promise, but I think maybe. Then the next one I got, this one I believe was sent by the author as well, and that was After the Ocean by Lauren E. Rico. This one I actually posted on my Instagram. I actually posted when I received it, so if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it. It did come with a note from the author or publisher, I'm not sure, and it came with a bookmark as well. And this one is, I think, a thriller mystery. Yeah. So 30 years ago, musicians Emilia Oliveras and Paul Winstead were married in Puerto Rico. 48 hours later, Paul vanished from their honeymoon cruise, leaving Emilia devastated and the prime suspect of his disappearance. So she ran for her life, leaving behind her love, her dreams, and her identity. I'm gonna leave it as that. So I'm excited to read this one. I don't know when I'll read it, but I will try to get to it. Yeah. So I believe this one is already published as well as this one is already published. The next one I got was also an ARC as well. And this one will be on sale July 25th. And that is the Lake Escape by Jamie Day. And this one feels like it is just the most up my alley. And also it's big. And look at that flop. Oh goodness. So Julia, David, and Erica grew up together, spending summers at their idyllic Vermont lake homes for as long as they can remember. Now adults with their own sullen teens, endless mortgages, and low voltage sex lives, the three friends have amassed secrets over the years. There's no friends like old friends. Okay, that didn't give much of anything, but I just feel like it'll make me happy. I'm excited to read this one. I feel like it would be right up my wheelhouse. So yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but I'm gonna try to get to it next month on my birthday as well, since it is an ARC. I'll try to read that one. Oh, I just saw the little blurb said, will it be the best week of their lives or the last? Interesting. And then the last one I have, again, I have another one coming in the mail, which I forgot the name, but the last one I have is Infinity Alchemist by Kaysen Callender. Oh, it was the cover. It just looks so cute. I don't know what it's about. I think it's a YA fantasy. It says, for Ashwoods, practicing alchemy is a crime. Only an elite few are permitted to study the science of magic. So when Ash is rejected by the Lancaster College of Alchemic Science, he takes his job as the school's groundskeeper instead, forced to learn alchemy's secret. And there's it says other things, but I won't read it. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one. I believe this one is also out as well already. Ooh, cute. Yeah, so those are all the books I have right now that I've won from Goodreads. My sisters call me lucky because they're like, that is, how have you won so many? My husband thinks I'm lucky as well. And I'm like, well, we just need to go ahead and do the lottery so we can win millions of dollars if I'm so lucky. Otherwise, what is the reason? But seriously, I'm excited to read these. I'm gonna make it my mission to read this next month, and I'm gonna try to read this next month. If not, it'll be done in April. I have time. I just hit y'all, and y'all didn't deserve that. You really didn't. But I was saying I still have time because it's releases in July, so I will try to get to it. If you didn't know, Goodreads give away books. Now you know. You know, you just go on there, enter to win whatever books you want. I know some people are like iffy about Goodreads, but that's where a lot of indie authors, you know, expect their books to be reviewed, or that's the only platform they use for reviews and ratings. So I will forever use Goodreads. Jeff Bezos, but still I will use it because of indie authors. And we love and support them. So I think a couple of these were by indie authors as well. So yeah, I'm excited to read those books, and I'm excited that I won those books. I'm still entering many more, so we'll see how many I win throughout the year. But anyway, if this whole video you were talking about my middle part not being middle, that's not very nice. I can't get the middle of my head to save my life, okay? But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.